AB9PF. You did. You did. AB9PF. Doing well, doing well. Good to hear you, Chip. Well, good deal, good deal. I think this is the first time I've been on here since I've had a little power behind my audio in a while. I got to give Dad a run for his money. I like those numbers. I sure will. I tuned up for 750. Yeah, it gives me a run for the money on that one. I'm 6'2" and 200, Chip. Yeah, 200. I weighed myself the other day, got out of the shower and stepped on the scale, and well, I might have tipped it at 202, but I don't count those 2 extra pounds. It was set on the LBS, but Chip, before I was down and out, I could never get over 175. I tried and tried and never could get over 175, and it took this injury and some good cooking to get me over that. Yeah, we on Facebook, memories pop up, and my wife goes, "Man, look how skinny you were." I try to tell her, that I'm still the same. I just grew the beard out, and nothing's really changed, but she ain't falling for it. Yeah, but I bet back then you didn't leave it alone, not at 110 pounds. Good night, Greg. Good hearing you. Yeah, that's going on right now. So I don't know. There's probably about a 20 to 30-second delay, but that's that's going right now. Yeah, this I need audio software for my computer, and because my computer is cutting out some of the lows, so it's not a true reproduction. But once I get that all situated, it'll sound pretty good. I mean, it does the job good now as it is. Well, it should be streaming. Software says it's picking up my radio audio, so it should be picking it up.
See you. I can see you live there, but I can't hear a word I'm saying.
I might have had something turned off. Listen to it here for a couple minutes and see, or no, 30 seconds, see if you hear any audio come through.
I heard it that time. I finally come through that last go around.
Yeah, I'm still learning the software for this, but I had the settings set wrong. But yeah, it's just something to play with. I thought I've seen other people do it, so I wanted to give it a try.
Yeah, the audio sounds great on the actual radio, but on the live stream, your audio sounds fuzzy now. Mine's clear as a bell, so I don't know what's going on.
I turned it up a little bit there. I don't know if that'll help, but alrighty. Yeah, I'll go back and listen to it once we're done talking and everything, and see what's going on. I'm sure there's there's a lot more settings I can mess with here.
It looked like about a 4 or 5 second delay, so that ain't too bad. Pretty cool though. Hey Chip, I went back and my amp was a little bit out of tune. I just wondered if I was doing any better than 20 over now. Hola. Well, you come on up there. You come up around 30 and 30 over or so. That's pretty good. You're right out there with Ricky now. You close to him? Well, he's louder than I am. He's real loud to me. Well, that was good. I just wondered if that little bit would make a difference. It does, I guess.
Chip, my remote control worked.
Your remote control worked?
Yeah, I turned that knob from here so I could get out over top of them.
You're doing it. And WB9GXX. WW4CB.
AB9PF.
NA. KJ5MD. David's got one of them Cadillac radios down there now, Chip. He got one of them, what kind of radios? One of those Cadillac radios. It sure sounds great. It does, don't it? He really does. That 101D's a fine rig, I tell you. He should have just broke down and bought him a 990, though.
Well, you did hear the part where his friend bought that part, right?
I could buy 3 of these for what the 990 cost and have some spares. Yeah, but I mean, if you're gonna be the big dog, you gotta pay the cost to pay the boss. I don't know. That 101 might out-receive that 990. I don't know. That's supposed to be its forte, is the receiver.
Well, it's number one on the Sherwood engineering, so it's good to be on top for a change, isn't it, David?
If I could ever get through it, all those antenna work over here.
might be in real good shape. Antennas are like grass, David. It's just continuous.
He just keeps growing, huh, Mike?
Well, you keep having to work on it.
Chip, you missed a good conversation last night, and Mike and I was in here talking, and we talked about all the things you got to do to campers, and sort of comparing to the boats, that all the things you got to do to boats to keep them going.
Oh, yeah. It's both of them are like, had another, break out another 1,000 or whatever. God almighty.
It used to be 500, didn't it?
Yeah, you're right. Inflation.
I mean, really, it has. I mean, you know, you used to say, well, it's going to cost another 500. Now, it's like you said, it's another 1,000. That's what House said the other night. You guys must be talking.
Well, it looks like me and you got the same exact signal on Ricky's radio there. I mean, it looks like we're both sitting there bouncing on 20 over, and everybody else is under that.
Yeah, but he's only 25 miles from me. That's you're hammering him pretty good.
I got my beam pointed at Ricky.
He's lucky to hear my peanut whistle.
Vern, you're coming in good, almost 20 over up here. Oh, Dave, I'm sorry.
You know, I don't know if the meter in this 101's a little bit tighter. Well, of course, I was running amp 1 in my truck, but I had 20 over on you in the truck, had 20 over on Chip, and on this radio, but I'm just running it in IPO mode. I don't have the amp 1 on, but both of y'all just a little bit under 20 over. I mean, yeah, just a little bit under 20 over on it. I guess that I'm used to that meter on the 1200. Even in IPO mode, Chip used to put about 30 over on me.
Well, I think everyone sounds wonderful to me.
Hey, Jim?
Yes, sir?
Guess what I'm doing?
Well, I'm probably eating some more of them ribs.
No, I'm eating me some ice-cold watermelon.
There, Chip, I knew you'd be eating before the night was over. I knew he would, too. I tell you what, I love watermelon, but they don't love me. Do you eat the seeds there, Vern, or you got seedless?
It's got seeds in it. It was gave to me. My cousin called down and he was Sunday and said, come up there and get this half watermelon up here. I went up there and got it, and it was a big half watermelon. So I've been eating on this since Sunday.
You're probably setting the Ryan out there for them raccoons, too, ain't you?
Dumped the round out in the backyard there for something to get. The raccoon, you know, he likes the dried cat food better. He'll come up on the porch and sit down and eat, and me sit down on the bench talking to him, and I ain't 5 feet from him.
I'd say that's a pet raccoon.
As long as I don't make no sudden move, he won't run. I can get up and walk off the porch and talk to it and tell it I ain't gonna bother it. It just sits there.
I'll be dang. Where'd you get that red boom at there, Ricky?
Amazon.
What's it called? What's the name brand on it, you know?
Dua Fire, Delta Uniform Alpha Fire.
That's the same as mine, I think, ain't it, Ricky?
I believe it is.
Man, they was cheap, Chip. They wasn't about $15, $20 or less. Well, it's a good looking boom, that's for sure. It looks sharp.
Now the shock mount was separate. The shock mount there for the microphone was separate, but the boom is the same as what Dad has.
It wouldn't be as noisy as the one I got, I'm sure.
No, it don't give it away anytime I move it, so it wouldn't be that noisy.
Was that Daryl in there making all that racket? No, it was me. I learned how to make my boom squeak. Oh. I know it don't sound as good as yours does. Let me see if I can. But this PR40 don't make as much racket as my 781. Let me see here. You still hear it?
Yeah, something like that other mic used to be, Chip. You could always tell when you were getting ready to come on and move this microphone.
Oh yeah, that other mic really picked it up strong. I mean, it was something else. I couldn't move it an inch without it making racket. When Charlie Mack gets back on the radio, you think we need to put him on probation? Yeah. I think he deserves it. I mean, if he hadn't been on since I've been on last, he definitely does.
Last time I heard him on was, it's been a couple, 2-3 weeks ago when, I guess he had a girlfriend, a wife-to-be, got on the radio, and several women got on that night.
Yeah, that's been a good 3 weeks ago.
That's the last time I heard him.
Say, is he getting married again, David?
I don't know. That's just what somebody was saying earlier.
It said on his Facebook page, engaged. Well, good for him. I'm glad for it. I'd like to hear him on the radio a little more. Yeah, I got mixed feelings about it, but as long as he's happy, I'm happy.
Maybe he'll get on here a little more once football season gets started. He's got to talk about the Tide.
You would think so. If he don't get on then, we know he's whiffed bad.
No doubt. And by the way, I looked at that. We're playing in Alabama this year, and our first game is UCLA at the Rose Bowl. That ought to be fun.
Well, LSU puts a beat down on UCLA they ain't never seen before. I was reading in our Louisville newspaper here that they was ranking the SEC teams this year. Of course, Alabama was ranked number 1 in the SEC, but they had LSU possibly as being picked number 3. They said that. Yeah, they had one of them teams that could end up being like 2019. They couldn't really figure them out, but they had a lot of potential.
Yeah, I've been kind of hearing that, but you know what I've been hearing? I was going to ask Chip. I don't know if you've been watching the news or listening to any of the SEC news, but I'm going to tell you, they got a group that's pushing Georgia really, really hard right now. They're thinking that Georgia's going to be right up there with Alabama.
Yeah, I've heard the Georgia thing, and I've also heard that Texas A&M was going to be right up there with Alabama, and I've heard that Florida was, and you hear all this stuff, you know. They try to type all these teams up, but everybody knows in the end that the tide's going to roll. AB9NA.
WB9GXX. I'm going to say good night on this one. Everybody take care.
Captain Mike, KW4BL.
Hey, Mike.
See you, Mike. We'll catch you in here tomorrow night. KJ5MD.
All right, Mike, have a good night. AB9PF.
Good night, Mike. Good to hear you, buddy. Take care. 7-3. WW4CB. Chip, you ain't scared of none of them teams, are you? Man, when you're an Alabama fan, you ain't scared of nobody. I mean, you just expect to win every game. If you do, that's great. If you don't, you're just like, what the hell happened? Yeah, I know it. I've never had that luxury up here. I hear you. I don't know, back when they had, was it RG3 or who was it they had that was so good that time? Oh, can't think of his name now. Dang, I know it well. That quarterback they had. Lamar Jackson. Well, when they had him, he never counted them out. They was about one win that year. They had Clemson beat and let them get off the hook at the last few seconds. They was about one win from making the playoffs that year. Yep, they sure was. I tell you, they were great that year. And like I said, that quarterback went into the NFL, and I think he done good there too. Hell, he was MVP of the league year before that. He's good. I wish we could have kept him about 10 years. That'd been nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would have. Yeah, it was probably the high point in UL football. I wish we could have Mac Jones one more year. Yeah, he ended up being a whole lot better than anybody thought, didn't he? I'm telling you, that dude was so accurate. He was really good. Well, he's in the NFL. Yeah. Yeah, I think he'll do well. He's a big boy. He's tall. He's strong. He's accurate. I think he'll do pretty well. He's a pocket passer, too. That's what they like. Yep. And he is accurate. Dang, Ricky, I done got up to 30 on your radio now.
Yeah, I haven't been watching. I'm doing a search here, and I haven't been watching, but it looks like it's improving.
Yeah, you're up to about 35 on mine now, so you're doing big.
Yeah, you can see there on the display some of the things I have turned on. I know you probably don't have them turned on, the notch filter and noise reduction and all that.
Yeah, I don't have all that turned on. Matter of fact, I got preamp 1 turned on mine, so it actually amplifies you a little bit.
Yeah, I turned that on mine, and we'll see what it brings everybody up to. Hey, it's on now.
Okay, let's see what she looks like now.
Yeah, peaking at 40, it looked like.
Oh yeah, it sure was. Remember that on Jesus? Gotta love them. Well, maybe if Shorty Mac ever gets that Hillcraft, that new Hillcraft, he'll have to get in there a little bit and use it. Yeah, I think he just donated that money. He ain't gonna get nothing. Man, I tell you what, there's a lot of them, he said over in Europe, a lot of them canceled their orders, and then it kind of infiltrated over here to the States, and a lot of them was canceling their orders and wanting their money back. Let's see, he's 12 and 7 is 19. He paid him 19 months ago for that radio, and he still ain't got it. I ain't as patient as he is. Yeah, really. What's that, David?
Heat up with Chip, I guess. I said about the same thing Chip did. I thought it'd been more than a year since he paid for that thing. I ain't that patient for sure. I'd have been asking for mine back.
Yeah, December was a year, so he's going on, man, he's 7, 12, 19 months he's been waiting on that thing. God almighty.
Well, I guess what does it say, Chip? He's either real patient location, or he just got more money and what he knows what to do with it? Don't matter.
Yes, could be a little of both. I'll crank mine up to 1500. See. Oh, just one, two. Does that make any difference on it there? Let me see. I'm going to see if it looks better on Ricky's radio. Yeah, I was running 1200 and I bumped it up to 15.
Are you trying to save electricity?
I just cruise this amplifier along most of the time. I don't need a whole lot. I got a good antenna. If you got a good antenna, you don't need a whole lot of power.
I hear you. I'm right there with you. I got me a good antenna, so I just need to find a guy that put it up for me. Maybe he can build another one.
What you can do with a good antenna and a whole lot of power.
That makes it real good, don't it, Dave?
Yeah, I see. Hello. Yeah, that's right on the old mark there. It's right on the button.
About 30 over location. I'm down in the river valley here, and I'm going into big hills all around me towards you guys, so I'm just happy y'all can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you real good down here in Louisiana. Maybe your signal hitting them side of those hills and bouncing on up in the ionosphere where we can grab it.
I think that might be it. It's bouncing off them hills, and I'm getting extra hop in there. If I put my ear right up next to the speaker and listen real hard, I can hear you, Jim. Well, I appreciate that. I'm glad you got a good antenna so you can hear me.
Stuff here that I've been missing lately. Of course, the noise was so bad, it hadn't been that bad, but since I got this one here hooked up and play with a few filters here and there, whatever, my noise level's only down about S3. I hear stuff I didn't know was out there.
My noise level rarely gets below an S9 here. Well, you need a 101. Yeah, I probably do. Well, I got my new motor on my boat. My wife's got her new jet ski now, so when it's time to start saving, maybe I'll get me one here before too long.
Well, ain't but one or two good installs.
Yeah, but you know, I got to pay bills out of them installs too. I can't just take the whole install and put it toward the radio.
Yeah, no doubt. I know that feeling. I tell you, we fought that battle for a while, but we finally got everything taken care of, and all it's going to take going on my end is for them to pick me up one good time and work, and I'm out of here.
I hear you go, boy. I'm proud for you.
You know, I think they got that feeling though, Chip. Man, ain't nobody made me mad in about a month.
They know about that.
I told one of them project managers not too long ago, he made me mad, and boy, he knew I was mad too. And I finally, usually I hold my tongue, I try not to say nothing. I told him, I said, that's about had it. I always help them guys do this. Ain't my job. I help them do that. That ain't my job. I said, that BS stops right here. No more. They either make it on their own, they doing it without me. He knew I was mad. They've been avoiding me for about the last month and a half since that conversation.
Well, at least you know how to get them off your back now. If they start giving you any trouble, just give them that same spiel again and get them off your back for a month or two. He can become a professional modulator.
I tell you, for years and years, I've been in the corporate side of stuff and had some, high position jobs and paid to take BS, this, that, and the other, but I don't know, all them days are going by. All my patience is about wore out with some of it, and I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. They ask me when I'm going to retire. I say, well, it's a day-by-day thing. It depends on, what kind of day I have when I get out of bed.
Well, there you go. Well, it's time to ID again, and I think I'm going to make this my last one because I got to get up and get back on the salty mine tomorrow there. Heifer's going to be off tomorrow, so I'm going to have it by myself. So I got to get up and get to rolling, and hope we get done in time to go chase after them big bass again. I know where they're at, and told my buddy I'm going tomorrow. He better get off his high horse and get his mess done so he can go with me. He's missing out. But anyway, enjoyed watching you live feed there, Ricky. Boy, I'll tell you what, that is neat the way you got it all set up and got all your stuff on the screen just like you needed. And I mean, the fellow behind that microphone, he ain't the prettiest in the world, but hey, it'll do. Anyway, nice talking to each and every one of you tonight. Y'all take care. Have a great evening, and probably won't catch you tomorrow night. I'm going to be chasing after them big bass, most likely. May stay a little after dark, so, but the next night we should be able to catch you on maybe Friday night. 7-3, catch you later. Enjoyed it. WW4CB.
All right, Chip, have a good night. Appreciate the comments, and that's just something I like to tinker with, and maybe later on I'll add some more stuff to it, give it a little more eye candy. But 73, have a good time fishing. Talk to you later, AB9PF.
Good night, Chip. We're going to follow you out the door, as usual. And it's been nice hearing you, man. I'm glad you're doing well. I was hoping nothing happened with you, and I'm glad to hear it happened. Go catch them big hogs, as they call them up here in Indiana. 7-3.
Good night to you, Jim. By the way, I looked at the Tar Heel antenna site. They do have a 25-foot pre-made cable that's probably about just what you need. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pull a plug myself. Y'all have a good one. Everybody sounding real good tonight. Catch you later on KJ5MD.
Well, good night, David. We'll catch everybody. We'll look around tomorrow night for everybody. 7-3.
Sounds like we closed.